Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. Dante, no! Where's Dante? What happened? How did I lose Dante?
Oh no.
Dante! Oh God! He was so young.
Oh yeah, no, that's just my Discord being dumb.
Okay, cool. Hey Dante, what's up? All right, so welcome one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition: Curse of the Crimson Throne. Our heroes are embarking on an epic journey of fun and adventure, and I, their titular game master, am helping them upon this valid quest. These warriors with me are none other than my Patreons, who help support the channel, keep my my lights working, and of course allow me to enjoy this spectacular game. Guys, say hello to the chat and the folks at home.
Hello.
Well, it is so good to see so many people here. Why is Angry Boy attacking things? Calm down, Angry Boy. Calm down.
No, I was just trying to work out why it's not the agile trait's not working.
The which one?
The agile trait. Like it's I don't know. These character sheets are just bugged. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just testing it
I
out.
can fix it. Hold on, wait, I'll fix it while we're talking.
Like I've got the agile trait in there, and it says it's there, so it should roll that with a +11 and 7. But meh, doesn't really matter.
Sure.
I know I can take it off manually.
Well, if it's agile, that means you're using your dexterity, right?
No, agile is less on the map. Finesse is X.
Oh, okay.
So agile on the map, so you get like -1 and -2 to, if you know what I mean, like kind of thing. So it's weird. I don't know why it's not. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. Cool.
I know it does it, so I can do it manually if I ever need to roll them.
Very well. Okay, good. Anyway, I've lost my place. But yes, look, people, look, they're there. So handsome and so pretty. All of these characters are courtesy of our sponsor. Guys, we have sponsors. We have people who we like to thank for making us look so pretty and so amazing. The first of which is Hero Forge. As you can see, some of my players are not on camera and instead use these very, very pretty miniatures that have been made using a 3D model making software known as Hero Forge, so that they can communicate with you guys and chat and have fun and do all the cool things. And if you subscribe to Hero Forge, you can also get these really cool tokens made for your online games as well. But you play in person, you say, well, don't worry, because all these characters can also be really 3D cool printed. For your... Hello? Did I start echoing?
That was Laura.
Oh.
Yeah, it's done now. It's fine.
Okay,
Sorry,
cool. That's okay. No, that's okay. I love hearing the sound of myself. It's my favorite, sound. Anyway, so, Jesus. Hey, thank you so much. I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, the echo is done. Okay. Our second sponsor is Sirenscape, for the wonderful sound effects we have during the course of the game, such as the sounds found when we're researching in a library. You know, just a nice little quiet moment to be able to gather what we have, read some books, do some research. Or maybe after the library, we can go and head to the harbor, where there's people and ships, seagulls and hard workers on the docks. Wherever you want to go, a good ambience helps you get there. So yeah, go check out Sirenscape and all the cool and amazing sound effects and soundscapes to help bring your games to life as well. And then lastly, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which does all this cool stuff if you, if you are so inclined. Fantasy Grounds helps me focus on what truly matters, and that is, of course, my players, the adventure, and the story we tell over nitpicking, over rules, and the like as well. So, there you go. Yay. Cool. Now, guys, no game is complete without your players because, of course, they're the ones embarking on our adventure. So let's go through and meet the characters that are going to be playing in today's game, and the players that will be using them, starting with none other than Twiff, playing the role of Padrick.
Hello, I'm Twiff, and I am playing Padrig, who is a half-elf spell-shot gunslinger. Padrig is the third son of a minor noble house in Corvosa. He was going to wizard school because he didn't have to worry about, you know, politics or going into the military. That's what his brothers were for. Unfortunately, well, he got framed for murder and got kicked out of school, got kicked out of his family, got revenge. Uh, got the blood veil taken care of with these fine people, left the city, found out his family's all dead now, has assassins after him, and is now about to be eaten by a giant red gorilla. He's questioning his life choices, or would be if he was conscious, which he's not.
That's true. Thankfully, unconsciousness makes everything much easier to process. Then, of course, we have none other than the wonderful and amazing Holly, played by our dear friend Malik Gesa.
Hello. I play Holly, who is a fairy noble. She was supposed to do what female fairy nobles do, and that is get married and make babies because that's their job. She decided that wasn't for her, so she took off before the wedding. And she started out as a rogue, and in the course of their adventures ran into some orphans, befriended the orphans, and then when the Blood Veil Plague came out, in the process of trying to save the orphans, wound up selling her soul to Asmodeus to become a cleric in order to save the orphans. She did manage to save the orphans. However, now she's a cleric of Asmodeus, and she's still sort of learning how to figure that out. And she just recently figured out that her parents are probably dead. Maybe it's a joke, but probably dead, and died hating her. So she's a little distressed right now.
Fair. All things above, true and fair indeed. Next up, we have playing the role of Quinn, the investigator, is the incredible Aya Janasi.
Hello. I'm looking forward to playing today.
Amazing.
I am, as Michael says, Quinn, an investigator and native to the city of Corvosa. I am here in the Cinderlands with my party doing quests for the Shawanti, the Shawanti tribes, to earn their favor and their respect.
Indeed, indeed. Next, rounding out our amazing group of characters is Dante, the Kitsune druid, played by our dear friend Rykon. Who may be there, maybe not. Hi, my name is Rykon. I play Dante. Dante is a Kitsune druid who's, trying to find a way to get rid of some drug dealer who's killed my friend. I've been traveling with the group for a while now, and not found anything to do with the drug dealer, but there's this evil queen, and there's other really bad stuff that seems to be happening, so I'm gonna go help my friend do that. They keep going down, too, and thankfully I got some healing berries and things, and I got this crow companion I don't really talk to, but I have it nonetheless, and, it's here, that's for sure. Yeah, well, that's it. Oh, yeah, also my friends are getting eaten by a gorilla. I don't know about that, but I feel like maybe a druid might be able to help with that. But, that's what they get for fighting gorillas without a druid in their party. It's like old Grandpappy Dante used to say, don't mess with the gorilla, son. They fuck you up. Thank you, Rykon.
He's got to do that accent.
Yeah, every time.
What he gets for stepping away during introductions.
That's what you get.
Can I vote that's always Dante's voice from here on out.
All right, and next up we have playing the role of Agnes. Our dear psychic is none other than our friend Laura Bones.
Good evening. And I play Agnes, who is indeed a psychic, and not really much of a fighter, but it seems that, well, today is Agnes's day to shine. Maybe.
Could
or
be.
she might just get rammed into a corner by a giant gorilla here. We'll see.
Yes. All of the above. All right, and last but certainly not least, playing the voice of Alexander, the Hell Knight Order of the Gate, is none other than our dear friend Marcus, the storyteller.
Hello. Yep, I'm Marcus. I am playing Alexander, the Hell Knight Order of the Gate wizard, who is originally from Corvosa, the younger brother to Cressida Croft, and now helper of party and watching as his new ally is getting eaten.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, fantastic. Cool. So there you go. That brings us to the end of our player introductions. Woo. Boom. There we go. All right. Now, guys, obviously we have one last person to thank before we kick off on today's game. That is, of course, our lovely and amazing audience. Guys, thank you for being here, and thank you for giving us the time of day for you guys to be here, hang around, have a good time, and join us for today's adventure. And as such, we love to invite you behind the GM screen to come and help us play this game. There are so many different ways for you to embark and join us on this adventure, starting off with, of course, channel points that you earn just for watching the show. Thanks to the donations and gifts of today. Twiffer for gifting out 5 massive community subs. Christina for gifting out a community sub. Scott and Dakota for the shiny, lovely bits. Thank you so much, you bloody legend, you. Ira Janasi for resubscribing for 35 months. What the hell? And then another gifted sub from Christina. We have lots of these amazing gifted subs, which, of course, for those of you who are now subscribed, not only get access to a bunch of really, really cool things, including, of course, new badges for your little tag in Twitch, but also you got new emotes, and you earn channel points at an increased rate, meaning that you get to play around with things like our insight bonuses, our inspiration, our wandering monsters, our divine intervention, our divine healing, and much, much more. So yeah. That's just for watching the show. And there are so many shows you will earn points. That's a given. I tell this to people all the time. There are always going to be points. What was I going to say? Yes. Also, just FYI, right now is our last chance, while I remember, for the Crit Awards votes. They are closing at midnight tonight. So, yes, if you wanted to vote for that and you haven't done so already, there it is. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing for sure. Now, also, for those of you who are capable of supporting the channel a little further, God, I gotta really deal with that. Shush. We have a number of donations that you can use in order to support the channel and help Dag continue on doing the Dagish things. These rewards are tips for the channel that go back towards the channel and maintenance and a bunch of stuff like that, and have a more tangible reward available to our group. For $5, you can award a red mark to one of my players. These marks are used as hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Alternatively, for that $5, you can give me jinx points, which can be used to counteract hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks in front of me. You'll get to choose either a heroic action deck, or I will draw a single heroic action to provide to a player of your choosing that gives them a little boost that may help them out during the course of the adventure, or I will draw from the deck of plot twists and flashbacks, where basically I'll draw 3 cards, you'll select one of them, and that story prompt will prompt something to occur during the course of that session. We then have our $20 donation, which of course is a natural 20, because sometimes you just need shit to work. So yes, we have our natural 20 donation for $20. For $50, you can give a player of your choice a magic item. This can be a homebrew item you design. You can ask me to design an item, which is usually going to be part of a custom set for that player. Or you can give them an item from a wish list that they'll be able to acquire. Things that they have been working towards or trying their hardest to get. So yeah, these cool things are available there. Or if you woke up this morning and chose violence, you can use that $50 to increase the difficulty of a challenge, making something stronger, making an encounter more difficult, or upping the stakes for what's going on. Though honestly, if someone ups the stakes at this point for this gorilla fight, that's just rude, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Just saying. Because yeah, the gorilla is basically immune to everything except Agnes, and the only thing I could think of to actually upgrade it would be for it to develop and evolve a psychic immunity. So yeah, all of the things are happening. Then of course we have our $100 secret menu item. The $100 secret menu item for today. Now, as you guys know, our heroes are currently trying to prove themselves to the Shoanti tribes. They are trying their best to basically curry the favor of these tribes so that they can gain some information. And one of the trials they did in order to prove this was a battle against the dreaded Cindermore. Now, I say battle very loosely, because what our heroes actually did was climb into Cindermore's gut, bathe in his stomach acid, then cut themselves free. They didn't really get to fight Cindermore, not in that traditional sense. Now, Cindermore is a little bit pissed off that people keep doing this to prove their worth, and has decided maybe it's worth trying to hunt down and mess up the people who did it last. So for the $100 secret menu item, Cindermore will make an appearance and will be a battle that our heroes will have to endure while Patrick is unconscious. So, yeah, that's the thing. Cool. All right, guys, you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do the thing.
Hell yeah. All right.
Let's go.
Well, without any further ado, back inside the Temple of the Moon, our heroes are doing battle with what looks to be a giant bright red gorilla. As we mentioned before... Oh, wait, we still have donations. Ah, wait. Pause. Shh, pause. Thank you, Schooly Eye. I keep forgetting. All right, we have, of course, donations to apply. Let's see. I really need a way to actually have it just pop up and stay there. We have our donation from Schooly Eye. The first and second plot twist the dice have decreed, as well as another natural 20 for Dag. Woo! All right. Let's see what our plot twists decree. The first plot twist is Buried Secrets. Buried Secrets is our first one. Our second one is a traumatic sight. All right. Buried Secret and Traumatic Sight. Jeez, these ones are going to challenge me hard. All right. Thank you, Schooly Eye, for your kind donation. Let's see. Do we have anyone else? I don't think I saw any other donations. Nope. If I did miss one, please let me know. All right.
I did give Patrick an inspiration at the start of stream.
Aw, thank you. Yay. Patrick, you get inspiration.
Hooray.
All right. Now, back to the action. Now, our heroes are trying to prove themselves to the Shoanti tribes so that they can learn information regarding none other than the evil dragon Kazavron, whose power they believe is currently fueling the evil Queen Iliosa back in their hometown of Corvosa. The Shoanti long ago defeated the dragon, and they need information so that they can figure out exactly how to overcome the Queen's new power. But the Shoanti wish for the players to prove themselves. After doing a number of trials, their newest one is to head into the Temple of Desna and find the speaker who belongs to the Moon Tribe. But upon entering, have found a bright red territorial creature known as the Red Reaver, fighting, clawing, and biting our heroes back. And that is where our story continues. A golden natural 20 to all PCs has been unlocked.
Jeez.
Wow, thank you so much. Holy crap.
Wow.
That's a big one. All right, guys. We are locked and
Yeah, that's
loaded for nat 20s.
That's 120. Jesus.
Well, no, Holly already had one, so that's 100.
Oh.
Wait, you get 2? Why don't I get 2?
Because I'm the GM and there are 6 of you.
Aw.
I mean, technically speaking, I should get 6 nat 20s and like
Don't you technically
And-
get
and-
like
like
three?
18 jinx points. Just saying.
Don't you technically get 3
3 what?
nat 20s?
If I can, but I know I've never gotten it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to our anonymous donator for your immense kindness. That is so freaking generous. Mwah. All the love, all the hearts. All right. Cutting back to the action. All right. The giant red gorilla, with Padric held in its clutches, stands off, watching both Alexander and Agnes as it is trying to force them from its home. Outside, the sounds of rushing footsteps as Holly, Dante, and Quinn, who had been separated by the sandstorm, rush towards the sounds of battle and the confusion. Having been told by the rangers of the Shawanti earlier on that you had gone ahead, they are making their way as quickly as they can. And we are going to reset our initiative here, with Agnes going first, followed by Holly, Dante, Quinn, the Reaver, Alex, then Padric. All right. Agnes, you are up first.
Okay. So, Agnes. Ay, caramba. Okay. Mm. So Padraig's like down.
Padric has lost consciousness, his body still and limp in the hands of the giant gorilla.
Okay. Damn it, this is a tricky one. It's like, do you heal or damage since... Okay. I think Agnes is once more gonna just try and attack the creature, because yeah, she seems to be like, as far as she's concerned, the only one that seems to be doing any kind of damage to it. And even if she brings Padric back up, like, he's just gonna get eaten again, really, if this thing's still standing. So
It's true. You're not wrong. All right, what do you do?
once more, using her last focus point.
All right.
This is the last one, guys. Last one, guys. She's once more gonna reach out and force herself into the creature's mind.
All right. The creature has you fighting against its mind. It shakes its head back and forth, but having received so many of these blows, finally manages to succeed its will save.
Okay, so is it a basic save? It's a basic will save, yeah, so it'll take half damage then.
Yes, it will.
Hopefully it should do it automatically.
All right, it does indeed.
Did it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, 22 points of damage as it shakes its head back and forth. You realize at this point it probably recognizes that you are doing something to it, even if it doesn't quite understand what. You have one final action if you would like to take it.
This. Okay, I can't really see, to be honest with you. But does it look like there's a corridor just up from Agnes? Like it's hard to make out on the map, but I'll see that the wall ends, or is it not?
You can see that there are 2 stairs that lead up to an upper level.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so Agnes is just gonna kind of just go up a couple of steps because she's up a couple of steps. This thing can't get it. Hopefully, can't get it straight. Boo ladder. It's better being stuck in a corner.
I mean, yeah, sure, I suppose. All right. Next up, we have Holly.
Holly is going to rush forward. I think. Am I going in the right location? Oh, I can't move beyond this.
Beyond there. Oh, no, hold on, wait. Let me... Hold on.
Oh, we'll have to shut the doors behind us. Sorry, guys.
Wait, there's doors?
There we go.
All right,
Holly's
there you
going to stay on this side of the doors, but she is going to cast Breath of Life on Padrick.
go. Ooh, very nice. All right. Seeing Padrick down and out, you begin to conjure and manifest your hellish powers and try to pull Padrick back from the brink of death. Padrick, you heal 10 hit points. You have gone from dying to wounded.
Wow, that was terrible. I'm so sorry, Padrick.
Hey, I mean, 4d8 and you get a 10. It could have been worse. It could have been 4.
It could have been worse, but it wasn't great. And then
little
I'm
bit
gonna.
helps.
It was a tiny amount. That being said, I'm not gonna get within touch range to heal you, so I'm gonna wait to heal you next turn. So I am going to cast Inevitable Disaster.
Unfortunately, you have moved and used a 2-action spell. That would be all 3 of your actions, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Breath of Life is only 1 action spell.
Oh, it's only
Haha.
1 action.
Yeah, I was excited too.
Oh, okay, we'll carry on. You have 1 more action remaining.
Yep, I'm gonna do the regular version of Inevitable Disaster. Unfortunately, I can't do the heightened version. So we're gonna cast Inevitable Disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And an Inevitable Disaster will strike the monkey in 3 rounds.
Inevitable Disaster is a 2-action spell. You do not have 2 actions.
Oh, I thought that was just for heightened.
Nope. Heightened is
Bless it.
automatic. Heightened levels up at any time. It heightens with your level.
Also, Breath of Life is a reaction.
Oh, okay. Breath of Life is a reaction, which means you can't actually use it either.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it's a reaction to a creature before they die within 60 foot of you. So technically speaking, you would only trigger that when he gets to dying 3 or 4.
Okay, in that case, I don't do that. Padrick does not heal 10, and I am just gonna
Now you
cast
can
a
use
regular old
Inevitable.
Hold on, wait 1 second.
Now you can use Inevitable Disaster.
Hold on. So let me just. I need to adjust things. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Now, Padrick, you've only just gone down, so you're still on dying 1. Okay. Padrick is down on dying 1. You've moved up. You have 2 actions. What do you want to do?
If I heal him while he's still on dying 1, does he stay on dying 1?
No, he will then revert to wounded.
Okay, I'm gonna cast the 2-action version of heal, which, yeah, that's a range of 30 feet. I'm within 30 feet.
Yes, you are. All right, Padrick, you heal
Heal anyway.
37 points of damage.
Thank
And-
you. That's much better.
All right.
And I do nothing else.
And now you are wounded. All right. Dante, you're up next.
Alright. hearing that there's stuff going on ahead, gonna move up. I'm not sure if I can I share Holly's squares since they are technically small?
You can, but it is still considered squeezing.
Okay, that is fine. I'm not doing an attack spell. I am going to try and heal Patrick as well at range.
Sure.
That was almost all 8s.
Nice. All right. 46 points of healing. Patrick, you're feeling pretty good.
I feel much better, thank you.
And
That's it.
That's gonna be their turn because that's
All
all
right.
3 actions.
Done and done. Quinn, you're up next.
I'm gonna move forward and be like, why is everybody just standing out here? What the fuck?
Oh, good. You actually reacted to the monster.
And I'm gonna move this way, and because I don't know yet that he's immune to everything, I'm gonna try to shoot him with a bow,
Right, go for your shot.
and hopefully somebody will educate me.
You take out your bow and launch it. And miss.
Got
As the
gypped,
arrow
'cause
goes
that was-
wide.
All right, I'm gonna move. I see Agnes. I'm gonna move further over here as my third action. That's it.
Okay. Let's see. The gorilla still has you. Question is, does it notice you're awake? Yeah, I'll make a perception check. See what it decides to do. 33. All right, Patrick. It is very aware that you're awake. It doesn't understand the concept of healing, but it does understand the concept of damage. So it's gonna let you go, and it is going to throw you.
Of course. Why not?
At Agnes. With a critical hit.
Ooh.
All right.
Now, question.
Hmm.
Does my cat's fall feet impact being thrown at people whatsoever?
No, it would not. Because you are not
Okay.
falling, you are being propelled through the air. And I have a
I mean,
reroll
you know.
from McClover from Divine Intervention, which has downgraded it from a critical to a regular hit. You are too kind to my players. All right. So that is 9 plus 7. That is 16 points of damage as Patrick, you are hurled towards Agnes, and both of you suffer 16 damage. The gorilla then charges, moving and clobbering Agnes. And is going to attempt to grab onto her.
I was going to say, how tall is it? Because Agnes did go up a couple of steps on the stairs. but,
It is. Let's see. I can give you specifics. It is. Well, it can actually climb up pretty easily, but also, it is not going to tell me. It doesn't tell me how big it is, but it is a large
It is
creature.
large.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
large creature, so it is quite tall.
It's past the 8'6" mark, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like anywhere between 8 to 12 feet tall. All right, 25 points of damage as it reaches up and grabs hold of you.
Oh, wait, is it going to roll an attack? Or is it
It
just...
did. Yeah, it rolled a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was the throwing of Padraig.
No. That was a 35. Then it got re-rolled to a 28.
Yeah.
All right. It reaches up and grabs hold of you. Agnes gets picked up like in the King Kong movie. You watch as the giant gorilla
Hey, Ray.
starts to go and climb a skyscraper. Yeah, that's true, McBluff. Someone does have to be. All right, that was the gorilla. Throw, move, and attack. Alexander.
All right. Alexander will cast. First, he's gonna shout out to Quinn, Holly, and Dante. Elemental effects and weapons don't seem to hurt this thing. We need to attack, the mind. And with that, he's going to cast Vision of Death.
Ah, yes.
It will
Druid attacking the mind.
It will make a Wisdom save because I force the target to see a vision of its own death, and if it fails, it'll take.
All right, it fails.
It'll take 8d6 mental damage,
Nice.
and since it regular fail, partially resisted.
Mm-hmm.
I thought mental was the only thing that actually did full damage to it.
Let's see.
The damage itself might not be.
No,
No, mine have all been partially resisted.
yeah,
Just
keeping in mind it has
not as
2
much.
forms of resistance. You got the lesser form of the
Oh.
resistance.
Right, okay. Alright, and is it immune to frightened?
It is not immune to frightened.
Then it is now frightened 1.
Done and done.
Oh wait, no, frightened 2, my bad.
All right, done and done. Frightened 2 it is.
Alright, that is cast.
All right, you watch
And
as the
then-
creature is visibly distressed by the images that you have created.
And then I will use my last action to command the Ricotta to go forth and attack.
All right, very well. The Ricotta takes its first action to move and its second action to attack.
Please hit, little buddy.
Natural
this,
20!
Yes! Cheese the goat.
It does 12 points of damage as he bites into the side of the creature's leg. Like a little lamprey sort of just bites in. You watch his little burn marks sort of appear. All right. Which brings us to Padraig. Oh, crit card. Yes, of course.
Oh yeah. Let's go with 3 for him.
Bye, Vala. Have a
We'll
good
just-
night or good day. A 3?
Co-
1, 2,
yeah.
3.
Come
All
on,
right.
cheese, get something good.
Let's see. Target is knocked prone as it bites into its
Ooh.
hamstrings.
Hell yeah, cheese.
All right, there we go.
Well, that's good use.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. As the creature falls prone, Padraig, we now go to you.
All right. I want to try and get him to drop Agnes. Now, if I hit him with a crit, will he drop her?
If that is what you've designated, yes, you can.
All right. I'm gonna try and roll and see if I get one naturally first, but if not, I'll use my nat 20.
Sure.
I'm gonna go and do lightning damage to him with a fulminating shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a regular hit. So yeah, we'll use a
Using your nat
using
20?
a nat 20.
All
Yep.
right, the nat 20 comes out. Boom!
All right.
Thank you, by the way, chat, for the natural 20.
I always forget. Is it right shift or left shift?
Right shift or left shift? Left shift.
Left shift. So it's 63 points of damage, and it winds up being 25. But I did want to shoot him in a way that hopefully makes him drop Agnes.
He will drop Agnes. This is in replacement of the crit card. So yes, as you
Yep.
fire at him, the bullet goes through its forearm. It opens its hands, and the Agnes, you are no longer grappled.
All right, that's all my stuff.
All right, which well then leads us to Agnes.
Okay, so Agnes is picked up and then dropped. She's a little disheveled. She's going to. Oh, your character sheet, you're doing my head in. Okay, so this time she's got no more amps left, but she still does have a few things up her sleeve. So this one's going to go out in a cone, but it specifically says all enemies in the area. So Patrick will be safe.
Cool.
And this time she's going to cast Shatter Mind out in a cone. Again, it's basic will save, so I'll drop that up.
Ooh, he fails the save as you send out the psychic blast towards him. Okay, partially resisted. He takes 7 points of damage.
I'll fire out the big guns now. Yeah, and then I'm kind of going to stay here because I don't really want to go up the stairs anymore in case I don't know, accidentally aggro another 6 gorillas or something.
Good call.
So I'm just gonna stay here. I imagine Agnes is still on a butt on the floor as well at the feet of this gorilla. She's just glaring at it.
Just, gosh, shit. Boo. All right.
Yeah.
Holly, you're up next. You see your friends routed on the staircase.
All right, and I heard Alexander say that it only takes mental damage and physical damage. Is that what you said?
He said physical and elemental damage aren't as effective.
Yeah.
He said aren't as effective.
Correct.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna try to rip this thing's spirit out.
Okay.
When in doubt, rip its spirit out.
Okay.
All right. It takes half damage. All right.
Wow.
Blasted with negative energy, it takes 8 points of damage.
Wow.
That would have been useful if it wasn't halved.
And that was my entire turn.
And
Yeah,
you
well,
realize
it's
very
16
quickly
points of damage.
why you were warned about. It's like, this thing's pretty resistant to things. And you're just like, oh yeah, well, let's try ripping out its soul. And as it does so, you're like, huh! And then you watch as it just sort of...
Nothing ripped.
Eh.
Nothing ripped.
That's more like a light tearing.
Yeah.
Mini rending.
I look very sad.
Very
Just
sad.
a little shave.
All right. Dante, you're up next.
Well, we're gonna help my allies not get hurt as badly. I'm going to, right next to them, plop a protector tree at 5th level.
Nice. a small spectral tree rises up out of the ground, creating an aura of protection. What is the effect of your said tree?
It's an actual tree,
Oh,
but
right.
it has 50 health, 10 AC, and it will interpose attacks from the creature.
You will not be able to create it in front of it, between it and the others.
Oh no, right next to them.
Okay, so to clarify, how big is your tree?
Medium.
All right. So
So it would
because
be on the stairs.
all right, so that'd basically trap them against the creature. Because both Padrick and Agnes are there. There's literally no room for a tree unless you plant it under them. And as you say, it is a physical, real tree, which means they will go up it and into the ceiling.
Well, it stops them from getting hit.
Let me have a look at this spell. Like I
It
said,
states that if an ally adjacent to the tree is hit by a strike, the tree interposes and takes the damage first.
okay. So what you want to do is you do want to raise the tree on the stairs above it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This way, it's still within 5 feet of them instead of on the other side where it won't do anything.
No. So it has to be 5 foot of your allies, not 5 foot of the
Yes.
creature.
Yes.
So even if it is on the other side, so which is where I'm going to put it now in a second, it will still function. What I'm saying is you cannot put it between the two. It will not
Yeah,
fit.
that's not what I was planning to do.
Yeah. That's all I was saying. Okay. Alright, so your tree is here. Alright.
Yep.
Done and done. Anything
And
else?
that's all my turns.
Yo, Quinn,
Boom,
you're up
and then 2
next.
action to cast.
Quinn slings her crossbow under her back and like draws her sword and says, "It's either this or bad jokes."
Alright. I'm going to say that you are close enough that you don't need to move in order to hit it. You have used one action to put away your thing and draw your sword. Your second action, what would you like to do?
Well, I just heard Padrick yell out that I could also dance, and I think he's gone crazy. So I'm gonna hit it with Stormblade.
I mean, look, you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
And that's probably
Like your
gonna
friends
miss.
don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they are no friends of mine. Yes.
Is that a success or no?
That is not.
I did not think so.
You see right there where it says Miss on the bottom.
Ah, I see.
You could use a
could
red
what?
thing you have.
You do have hero points and crits.
No, I'd have to devise a stratagem and do that. I've already done 2 things. I can't do that.
Last action.
This is my last.
Mm-hmm.
Done 2. Sorry, the peanut gallery is giving me advice.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
I'm more a cashew gallery.
All right, so I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna start. You know,
Okay, I'm gonna need justification for this.
because Patrick
'Cause-
told me
'cause
to,
no-
and I'm like, I don't know.
So Padrick is telling you to dance while in the clutches of a gorilla.
And I think he's insane, but I'm not
Well, if you're
doing
in-
anything that's useful.
Well, I mean, I get. Okay, all right. I'm gonna let's see.
No
I was gonna
dancing? All right,
No, no,
fine.
no,
I'll
you
hit him
can.
again.
Use it-
You can. I just need to understand it, because I know why Padrick is convincing you to understand it, and I love that there is the trust between Padrick and Quinn. But does Quinn have it in her to, at the very least, begin dancing when a giant gorilla is beating on her friends? The question is that Quinn? Even if Padrick says, "Hey, you should dance," with no context beyond this, would Quinn
Well,
dance?
after having like seeing that I'm not hitting, that I've been told that even if I do hit, it's going to do minimal damage.
I would like
feeling frustrated.
I would like to
and
approach the
thinking-
bench.
And thinking I could tell it a really bad joke and see if it takes any psychic damage from that.
That's true.
And that is all I've got.
I would also like to approach the bench.
Yes.
You have only been in this fight for a grand total of 6 to 12 seconds. And you have missed. You haven't actually struck it in order to determine how much or how little it takes from your attacks.
Right now, Alexander told us.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was so concrete,
that
yeah.
I
Again,
that I don't trust.
I'm
I
shocked
don't
that-
trust him.
I mean,
but
yeah,
I
I
was
think-
gonna
like I
say,
said,
I'm shocked that
in this
Quinn is-
situation,
I'm just saying, you've had 6 to 12 seconds.
you know what? Fine.
Yeah, do it.
I'll do it your way.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question real
Happy?
quick.
Yes.
So
happy.
would her previous attack have hit if it were a 24?
I'm not even gonna justify that other thing because, shit, no, it's gone.
Well, no. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't looking at that. I'm looking at the Zoom screen. No,
Oh yeah.
I was asking because it is off guard right now. And
It
you
is
don't
not off
have-
guard because the people in front of it are on the staircase. Then they do not threaten.
But I mean, I do have the information from Alexander that it takes minimal physical damage.
Correct.
Those are that is all I've got.
True, but you are think of it like measuring it yourself. You know what I mean? Like you won't know how much. Like I mean, the thing is, you could do a ton of damage. Maybe you
Yeah,
bypass certain elements.
If I had dice that favored me, sure I could.
It's true. That's true. But Quinn is unaware of the cosmic clacky rocks.
You did hit though.
You did hit.
I will say, Quinn did just see me cast my most badass spell and do very minimal damage to it.
That too.
Yeah, but
All
you
right.
don't really
I'll
see
touch
minimal damage.
She did see that it didn't affect it as much.
It's true. It is a gorilla.
I think you can see minimal damage.
I
Or
mean,
you
normally
see
that's a
lack
kill
of
spell for me.
damage.
Yeah, but what would the damage? What would the damage of ripping out someone's soul look like?
Usually they fall
small
over
wisp.
dead.
So how much
Usually
damage
when
did
I
I
kill
do?
that, I cast that, they fall over dead.
None.
Fair. Yeah, you did 0 damage.
Right. So now,
Now,
Are you happy?
I'm so happy. Now, Quinn, as you have struck it from the back, the gorilla's body feels like the leather and sinew of the muscles that are behind it are incredibly dense and thick. In addition, the bright red fur seems to almost drain the electricity out and disperse it among its body. As you hold your blade here, you realize a few different things having been in a fight of this variety for some time. As you do have the ability called Notice Something Out of the Ordinary, or what was it called?
that's odd.
That's odd. That's the one. As you strike the creature, you realize that the creature's physical form is very resilient. But you also notice that along its person, there is what looks to be a like kind of an area of very, very thin fur around its neck in a perfect ring. To you, that would indicate that this was likely once upon a time a collared creature. It is no longer collared, though. It has no collar. But you do notice this with your last attack.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
The Reaver is going to then focus on Agnes, the dealer of damage, and try to club you with its claw. Now, how does your tree work?
It requires 2 hit.
So I just need.
If
So
it hits,
Yep, go on.
Yeah, you just need to hit Agnes and then it intercepts.
All right. It will hit Agnes.
All right, and then whatever damage she would take, instead the tree will take.
All right. The tree takes 29 damage.
Okay. I need to bring out a calculator so I can keep track of myself.
It has
All right,
21,
got 21 left. Yep.
All right. Second action, it is going to try and hit Agnes again. That is another hit. For 27
And
damage.
Tree is gone.
All right, the tree is destroyed.
So did the. Never mind.
You're going to ask if the excess points go through. I'm going to say no.
Yes, I was, and then I realized, oh, that's
know.
a horrible thing to ask.
Also, 6 would go to Agnes.
Oh, they do? Ah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
I had to reread. I'm like, yep.
And last attack, it is going to try and eat Agnes.
Just eat her.
Just eat her. Opens its mouth. And 27 damage as it leans down and bites Agnes.
Agnes would be on death's door if it was actually not for the tree.
All right. Alex, you're up.
All right. I am going to use my free action drain bonded item. So that
Sorry, I read
drains
that. I
m-
heard that wrong. I thought you said drain bondage item. I was like, wow.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I didn't know we were playing that kind
Yeah,
of game.
it's just like, whoa, wrong dungeon, wrong dungeon.
No, it's drain bonded item, and this allows me to drain the magical energies from my dagger and lets me recast a spell that I've already cast.
Ooh, love that. Yep.
I am going to once again choose Vision of Death and immediately cast it.
Oh, very nice. All right, you drain your bonded item and use that free slot. It fails its save.
Fuck yeah. All right. Take another 8d6 mental damage as I give it more visions of its inevitable death.
All right. That is 19 points of damage. As, again, it is now reliving more and more of its trauma.
And its frightened condition will go back to 2.
All right, done and done.
Now, question. Can I... do I have any one-action spells? Because if I don't use an action, the Ricotta will just attack once, right? If I don't use an action to command it?
Yes, because you've recently asked it to command, so that is what it is doing.
Okay. I know it's going to resist Force Bolt, and I don't want to... I don't have...
You can always dance.
Alexander's not the dancing type. I'll just use my last action to command it to command the Ricotta to attack.
All right. The
All
Ricotta
its
will take
attacks.
2 actions. The first attack will hit,
Nice.
dealing no damage.
Damn.
Its second attack will miss.
And I don't suppose I can use my nat 20 for it, huh?
You may not.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, which then leads us to Patrick. The wounded Patrick on the stairs, watching as Agnes is getting clobbered and chewed on by the, mostly chewed on at the moment, by the giant gorilla.
Again.
All right, since no one has taken Patrick's advice, Patrick is going to dance.
All right, describe to me your dance. How does Patrick cut loose?
He doesn't have a lot of dancing experience, so it's probably a little more of a shuffle. Maybe some Saturday Night Live Saturday Night Fever moves, hand pointing thing. It's
I
gonna
liked
be
it better
as
when it was Saturday Night Live
Yeah.
moves.
it's gonna be more like Saturday Night Live moves, considering what he's got. So I'm presuming this is a performance role.
Yes.
Oh my
There we
god.
go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's be a little shuffle. We'll do.
Okay, make a performance check.
All right. Performance. Here we go.
Fucking hate
he
this
needs
game.
to beat the. Hold on.
That is awesome.
That is a
That's
nat 20.
Funny.
It's mesmerizing in its awfulness.
All right. Well, as this happens, the gorilla starts to wiggle its shoulders, and as it
Can't tell.
does, as you kind of do this like sort of half circle turn, and then just start getting down, you watch as the gorilla then also does a half circle and clap. And for whatever fucking reason, you and the giant gorilla start to break it down. I guess for the time being, we are out of initiative until someone does something. So the scene is yours, ladies and gentlemen, while Patrick is cutting a rug.
It just
With
can't-
Agnes in its mouth.
Patrick, you can talk freely.
Agnes is
Yeah.
sat on the stairs, looking up. And probably it's just Patrick's ass at this point, because Patrick's in front of her. She's just sat on the
his
stairs
big-
with her mouth
just
hanging
his
open.
cheeks.
Watching Patrick's ass just shaking. Right? She's just like, no.
And Patrick's just going around like, guys, I told you gotta dance for it.
Holly's
Yeah, I
gonna
should've
rush
listened to my
over
instinct.
and start healing people. Because Agnes definitely needs some love.
Okay, but
You won't be able to
Yeah,
get you won't be able to get past the gorilla from where it is currently.
But
can
I
you dance
can
it out and we can close the
You
doors.
can't. You can use your pew pew.
Will the pew pew heal set off the gorilla?
You don't know. You'll have to find out.
You don't know this.
Right now, the gorilla's pretty focused. You can roll them dice if you like.
I'm gonna start. Can I not get past the gorilla at all?
No.
Hmm.
In fact, you also can't get past this giant ball of fingers and flesh that's over here.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
stuck there.
he's all right. His name's Cheese.
Black.
You know what? Screw it. Cheese starts dancing with him.
Cheese does not
the
dance.
kind of Holly knows how to do.
It can wiggle.
Holly can dance, but she doesn't know how to do this kind of dancing.
I'm not sure how long I can keep this up, but it's distracted for now. I'm not sure what we do to get rid of this thing.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
sure
start
what you're
dancing
planning
and moving
afterwards
towards
either.
the door. Dancing, dancing, dancing.
All right, make a performance check as you start to dance towards the door.
Watch, mine's gonna stink.
Now one pisses it off.
No, the funnier part is rolling another net 20 and it's higher than Patrick's.
Keep your day job. Hold on 1 second. Performance. Come on, don't hurt me. Ugh.
13's not great. You watch as it kind of looks at you and seems a little cross.
Alright, I'll stop.
You do have a hero point.
Everyone's a critic.
You do have a hero point if you want to use it, Quinn.
No, no.
No. All right. The creature has not been enraged yet, but it does seem to be like dancing while eyeballing Quinn.
Holly gets nervous, and Holly's gonna go ahead and try one of the fairy court dances to see if she can move it towards the door just like Quinn was.
All right, make a performance check.
It's probably not gonna go very well. It's not as exciting as these dances.
That's pretty good. All right. With your performance check. Let's see. Fairy court dances, eh?
Yep. That's all she knows how to do for dancing.
A ball, essentially.
She's really good at it because she's doing it. She's been doing it her entire life, but like that's all she knows how to do for dancing.
Sure. All right. You begin to dance and parade around, and again, the creature seems to show some interest and tries to copy your dance.
I start dancing this way. Hey Quinn, what were you doing with the gorilla?
I was trying to get him out the door, and then I was hoping that I could get back in and close the doors from the inside with him on the outside.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Closes the door on Holly.
Does he?
No.
It's funny.
Be funny though.
Well, what?
Alright, I'm gonna need another performance check.
Oh dear, that's probably not good.
Okay, you have hero points and a d20.
Hey!
You don't even have to worry about it.
Natural 20! Alright. Holly, you dance like your life depends on it, because it actually does.
I figured it did.
All right.
The great part is she's flying this entire time.
No, I'm on the ground for this. Okay, now I'm gonna head back this way as fast as I can and shut the door on the monkey.
All right. You do so. The monkey is super angry. The monkey starts banging on the door, but the door is pretty sturdy. All right. For the time being, at least, you seem to be secure.
Oh. How sturdy is sturdy?
Sturdy enough that I'm going to let it heal before it breaks in.
Nice.
Got it. That's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, what do we do about this thing? So,
I don't
from
know,
what
you're
I
the
know
one-
about them, you can distract them by dancing, but they're highly territorial and they will just try and kill anyone who goes into their territory. So, it's going to try and get back in.
So
It
what
has
what
the mark of a collar around its throat. It used to at one time have a collar on it.
All right. Do you wish to
So it was
investigate
like-
this, Quinn?
I do.
Make a perception check. As you look around the room, you see the bodies of several Varisian travelers, like sort of beaten to a pulp and like placed into the corner here. You look around and sort of take note of all the stuff. Wow, okay, that's really good. As we are going to play Buried Secret and Traumatic Sight.
Oh no.
Who's ready for some exposition?
Me.
all of us.
All right.
Woohoo!
So, as Quinn begins to mark all of the different outfits and the like, Quinn, you notice something among the viscera and gore. You reach down to pick it up. But we cut back to a bygone age. A Varisian caravan rolling through the vast countrysides, through the forests, over the paths and trees. Eventually, the sound of a large snap. The Varisian's getting out and rushing over to what appears to be a tiny baby red gorilla trapped in a hunter's trap, its leg caught by the vicious jaws of the trap it found itself in. The Varisians go to free it, but in doing so, attract the attention of a parent. This giant alpha gorilla jumps up, pounding its chest, rushing towards the caravan, just as several of them step forward, casting magics and using spells, defeating the red gorilla. It took a lot, and a few of the caravan Varisians died, but they managed to get the child. Originally intending to nurse it back to health, it was hard for a few people not to hold resentment to the tiny creature whose mother had killed a few of their own. They were arguing, talking about releasing it. One of the saviors of the small creature instead couples a large set of shackles to its neck, and during the course of a few performances, uses the creature to dance. When it plays music, it seems to shiver in fear until whipped and begins dancing. Over and over, night by night, almost as a trauma response when someone is dancing to then join in. This creature grows bigger and bigger and bigger until one day the old caravan leader leaves this new group to the one who had first captured it. As they are traveling, they make their way towards the Temple of Desna. The giant red creature, due to the heat of the blazing sun over the Cinderlands, passes out. They quickly try to water the creature, try to get it back onto its feet. But this was nothing more than a ruse, luring its captors in close enough so that it could attack, lunging at them, clobbering them, pounding them to a pulp. Managing to make its escape and hiding in the only refuge found in this blank, barren wasteland, a small domed temple to the goddess Desna. Several of the caravan performers came looking for their prize, and instead were met with a grisly end. The thing you hold in your hand, Quinn, is the shackle that was once around its neck, soaked in blood and seeming to have been bent and twisted apart through brute force, but there are still clumps of red hair and blood caked on it.
This is awful. I show it to Agnes and to Holly. Look what they did to this poor creature.
Buried secret.
Holly starts crying.
Holly is crying.
It still doesn't help us determine what we should do about him. I wonder if we could reinforce the door.
Oh, then it's just gonna wander off and kill all of the Shoanti who are around this place. I think we need to take care of this thing.
That's a valid point.
Is it
Idea?
just Dante, can you talk to it?
I can try.
Why don't you try to talk to it through the door and tell him that we don't want to hurt it?
Now, from what I know, what I learned about this, is these things reasonable? Like, is this a creature that we could actually reason with?
Kind of. It is the same intelligence as a trained animal. So it has some understanding, but not much. It cannot formulate or converse with complex ideas.
So we can try, but I mean, it's these things are brutal, territorial, and while they only attack if they feel a threat to their territory, they feel anyone just kind of coming through the door in their territory is a threat. So, you know, it's an odd phrasing in the books that I've read where they're like, "Oh, they're peaceful unless you like, you know, get near it and then it tries to kill you just because you're there."
But we can
Which
still
I kind of feel is not peaceful, but you know,
There's nothing wrong with trying.
we can try. Let's make sure that we get Agnes healed up a little first, though. She's taking some nasty bites.
All right. Well, for the time being, at least, you do not need to worry about the creature. The door seems to be holding firm. I'll let you guys do the healing as we continue role playing, just to measure up our time, as we do have another half an hour. But exploring the lower floor, there isn't too much left for you to find. However, once you begin to explore the upper level,
I was about to say you could probably hold off on that if I can just do my Healy rolls for the 10-minute thing.
the treat wounds one.
Yes.
Sure, we can. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Because keeping in mind your 10-minute ones will take you a fair bit of time. You will have to deal with
Yeah.
endurance and fatigue and blah blah blah, and you can only use them once every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to, that's perfectly fine.
And battle, and then the battle medicine version, which is during combat.
Yep. All right. Oh no,
Okay,
the
I
battle
can put that
medicine
on
one is
top
the
of that.
same. So basically, again, you cannot use that more than once per hour.
Okay. I wasn't sure on the rolling on that because it's like weird that it lets you do that one, but also have the other.
No. So
thing
both.
for it.
So but what it says is normally you can't, obviously, for 10 minutes in combat use a medicine check, but you can now. But it's still only valid once per hour.
Yeah.
I think there's another feat to lower that to like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's what I have is like all the things for it. I just
All
don't
right.
remember.
Now, in the investigation of the pile of bodies, did we find anything that was indicative of the person that we're actually looking for in here?
No. But once you head up to the top.
And I am moving upstairs because I want to see if there's a prospect from which we can peer down on the creature. looking
There
around.
is not. One moment. Oh wait, no, sorry. In the Varisians, the bodies of the people that you found, you do find 5 star knives. Yeah, 5 star knives. They're basically like like just large shurikens.
Okay, they're not like made out of like meteorite or something like that.
Yeah.
They're just
Okay.
Because I have ward medicine, I technically can do 4 people at once. So that means Alexander, you are also getting healed.
Okay.
Oh! It popped up and almost made me roll a 1.
A creature has appeared.
The creature has appeared.
Creature, it's an old man.
Alexander, you are completely healed.
Woo.
And if you had the wounded condition, it is removed. That
Oh,
goes
is
with
that
anyone
right?
else.
I wounded.
Yes.
Yeah, I had wounded one, so
As long as I succeed, wounded condition is removed.
All right. So,
All right, cool. I'm not wounded anymore. Hooray.
I would
At the
believe
top-
by the time.
sorry, go on.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say I would believe by the time that 10 minutes are up, my elemental is dismissed
Sure.
because it's up to a minute.
Sure. All right. As you climb the stairs, you find another chamber. This one looking to be a painting of the night sky upon the old stone that rises high above you. Sitting there in quiet contemplation is an elderly man dressed in torn and tattered robes. He sits by one of the star knives that you saw in the area below. He barely seems to have noticed you.
I'll say hello.
As you do so, he keeps his eyes shut and says, "Greetings, Dashmek. Do you come seeking guidance from the stars?"
I presume he's not speaking in Shawante because I wasn't.
Yes, he's speaking in common.
We come seeking. Oh God, can't remember his name. I know Patrick would remember his name, the name of the person that we're seeking, but
Akram, the truth speaker.
Yes. Right. Well, let's say we come seeking Akram, the truth speaker. Are you he?
Yes. Unless I am lying.
Well, if you were lying, you wouldn't really be a speaker of truth.
This
But
is
I
true.
suppose it's possible. Regardless, glad to see that you are alive.
I
Considering
may
what
be
we met
old,
with
but I'm not
downstairs.
that old. He chuckles.
I was thinking more of the giant red gorilla-like beast that was in the lower chamber, as well as all the bodies strewn about.
Yes. The soul of the pained creature. It came in after I had begun my meditation. I was unable to return to the patrol that had brought me here, and so I decided to enjoy my extended stay for some time. I did not expect
Well,
a traveling group of strangers to be the ones who would chase the creature away.
well,
About that.
more locked him outside and he's pounding on the door than chase him away, but we're working on that.
I see. Well, I wish you luck then. But you said you sought me out, not some great big gorilla. What is it you would ask of me?
Patrick,
I am Akram.
defer to someone who's better at talking.
He says, I am Akram. I was having a joke earlier on.
No, I think we gathered that.
We are undertaking the trials of the Shuanti, and we seek your endorsement.
I see. An endorsement from a true speaker is truly a worthy statement when it comes to the other clans. Very well. If you wish my endorsement, then you must earn it. While I appreciate you helping with the giant red creature, there is more to the endorsement of a truth speaker than simple shows of strength. We are judges of character, to know those who would bring harm to the tribe and those who would serve to help the clans. Tell me, among you and your companions, have you always spoken the truth?
I think at this point, Agnes just blurts out, "Oh goodness, no, dearie. Who in their entire lives speaks the truth all the time?"
Indeed. The truth is a balm, but also a poison. It can both mend and heal old wounds, but also suffocate and poison those who are not quite ready for it. You are wise, Miss...
Machita, Agnes, Machita.
Machita. Since entering the Shawanti lands, I ask if you have respected the lands in which you travel, its creatures, its people, its natural state.
We've done our best. We
killed
have
bench things. Is that respecting?
That depends on yourself. Respect is not something taken. It is given and earned.
Well, the Shawanti said that it was good, and we ate them all.
Mm-hmm.
we have sought counsel with the tribes that we have met. We have observed their customs as best we can. We have not resisted any restrictions placed upon us. We came here in first seeking Thousand Bones, whom we knew from Corvosa. We had returned the body of his son to him when he had been taken by a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
We have asked along the way how we may help the tribe and how we may demonstrate our respect. I can think of, for myself, no better way of showing respect than to ask what is needed and to do what is needed.
Ah, I see. Well, while admirable, acts of service can mean many things. It can be gratitude. It could be a way to curry favor. But respect is different, young man. Respect is something we hold. It's a state of being. But at least your heart is honest and pure. When you acquire what you need from the tribes, whatever purpose that may be, for you to undergo the trials that you have, what then becomes of your relationship with the Shawanti? Are they to be discarded now they are of no more use to you?
Not at all. We would continue to strive to be of service. When Thousand Bones came to Corvosa, we had no objectives of currying favor, and he sought the return of his son. We undertook to find him in a warren of a necromancer full of danger, and found his son and returned the body of his son to Thousand Bones without thought for reward or for currying favor, but simply because we felt it was the right thing to do.
Dad, can I ask a quick question? What's the current political relationships between Corvosa and the Shuanti?
Not
What's
great.
just the general? Okay.
Yeah, there's constant diplomacy going between. The Shuanti do not trust the Corvosans. The Corvosans used to enslave the Shuanti.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of tension there.
So Agnes will say, well, I mean, for my own part, I will personally try and still visit. I've actually made a couple of friends here. But more importantly, if we do succeed in what it is that we are trying to do and survive, I would imagine we would have a certain amount of sway. Then I would use that sway to try and improve relations between Corvosa and your people.
I see.
I find myself unexpectedly thrust into a position of influence within Corvosa. And while Agnes may come visit, I will speak the truth. I will probably never come back here. It's hot, it's sandy, and it's extremely uncomfortable. But that does not mean that I will not hold the Shuanti as friends and as allies, and with their aid helping Corvosa, I think that will go a long way to mending relations. Old wounds, I know, are hard to put to rest. Old battles, old hatreds. We can only look to strive to make things better in the future. Having aid from the Shuanti to save Corvosa shows that they are friends, and that should be repaid in kind. And whatever influence I find myself having now, and I will use to work to build upon that. There's no reason not to be, if not friends, if not allies, at least coexisting comfortably. It takes action from both sides, I know.
He says,
but we can.
Coexistence isn't what the Shuanti seek. And friends and allies have been, well, turbulent in the past for the Shuanti. Being a part of the clan is what the trials are about. From being those outside to those in. If in your heart you do not wish to be part of the clan, then I will not endorse you. But it is not to say that I will not speak for an alliance. But you must know that those who pass this trial, those who are welcome to the histories and secrets of the Shuanti, they accept Shuanti into their heart. And the history passing on is a part of this. Are there those among you who still wish to be part of the clan.
I like them. They're nice.
You seem quite nice too, little fairy.
Yeah.
So this has been a learning experience, and part of what I've been trying to learn, I suppose, is what does it mean to be part of the clan?
It means
Besides, you know,
it means community. To connect. Though there are many clans, we all are Shawanti. Does this make sense to you?
Agnes is
it
just
does.
nodding, because to her they're merry kind of caravans, but one Parisians.
Yeah, basically, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
When one clan struggles, all clans struggle.
I mean that makes sense to me. Yes.
When one clan
Different
goes to war,
perspectives.
all clans go to war.
So connection with each other
Hmm.
despite differences. That is something that I accept and something that I would seek.
All right. He looks at you with his crooked nose and bony fingers and says, I believe you. And I believe I can provide you with your endorsement. But know this. Banishment from the clans comes as a hefty price. The Sun Shaman will likely expect a great deal from you. But do not let that stop you. Continue to pursue your goals. But always be mindful for when the clan needs you. Come. I should return to my guards. They can escort us back to the Sun Clan. There, I shall speak with the shaman and the chieftain. You guys may gain 3 more respect points.
Yay.
What does that put you at?
18.
No, we were already at 18.
You were? Oh, I had it
Yeah.
listed
Yeah.
as 15 earlier.
The last time we totted up, we were at 18.
Yeah,
so
We
that
got
puts us
3
So it's
here.
21.
21? All right.
Yeah.
You are ready to proceed. You have enough respect points to earn the favor of the tribes. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hooray! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But you need to get out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sticking point. I can try and dance again.
Their best answer.
It's not me. Where's a bard when you need him?
I think Patrick should do all the dances.
Then you can try again. No. GM's just rolling dice.
I was seeing if the old man can dance.
Does
I
it
mean,
yes.
He's not a bad dancer.
Good.
I thought he looked like he could cut a groove.
Well, let's say for the sake of time and the fact that I'm pretty sure that no one wants to get into a second fight with this thing, that working together with the old man, you do manage to dance your way to freedom. And
Lock it
travel
back in.
with the Shawanti back across the Cinderlands towards the Sun Shaman's home. All right, one moment. All right. All right. As you arrive, you are greeted by the Sun Shaman. This is the man who gave you the trial to hold the statues up on the cliff face. You have returned, and you have brought the truth speaker, no less. Color me surprised. The truth speaker says, "It is good to see you well as well, my old friend." Well, it seems as though the chieftain is willing to hear all of the exploits you have gone through in order to prove yourself. We shall discuss it over a feast, and we will summon forth members of the other clans, and we shall see if you are truly worthy. Though, if you handled yourselves in the other tasks as well as you did here, I do not have doubt that the chieftain will see favor. Anything?
Well, I'm sorry, just wasn't too sure if you were still going. I thought
I
you were still
wasn't
reading.
either. I was like, do I speak now?
No. He was sort of, telling you like, yeah, the shaman, the chieftain will come out and have a word if everything's good.
Well, this is splendid.
Thank you.
All right. A feast is begun as they start to gather everything that they need. As the smell of delicious food and drink permeates through the area, it is not long before you are approached by the chieftain, who is Crojan's father, a large and powerful-looking Shoanti. One moment. No, this is going to be
Kind of
difficult.
sultry looking.
Yeah, it does a little bit. No, that's not them. That's fine. I will pull up the image in just a second. All right, there we go. There. Ah, there we go. All right. So the Sun Shaman steps out. Sorry, the Sun Chieftain steps out. I've been told much of the Tashmek that wish to become part of the clan. The words of your carers have already reached me. You bear the mark of the Thrall Keepers. You have bathed in the belly of Cindermore. You have the endorsement of the Truth Speaker, and have laid help to our ancestors that watch over the Sun Clan. You have also taken the head of the Cinderlander. But in your trials, 2 of your carers have lost their lives. The Cinderlands is a harsh environment. I ask you now as chieftain of the Sun Clan, what have you learned from your journey here?
We've learned to respect the land, to respect the environment,
He nods.
and to expect the unexpected. I personally feel responsible for the death of those 2 who were with us to guide and watch us. It was assassins sent after me who killed them. And they fell because I was not able to strike those assassins down quickly enough to save them.
He looks at the fairy. And what have you learnt upon your trials? Ollie? Hello?
Can't believe they got eaten already.
Oh no, Holly got eaten.
I did not get eaten. Wait, was that to me?
Yes.
Taken for a bun.
You are the only fairy.
Oh, sorry. I have learned that the Shawanti had a very hard time when they moved here, and we overcame a lot of difficult things, and we have gone through the same trials, and we understand the hardships that you have endured.
He nods and looks at Quinn.
I've learned of the rich traditions of the Shawanti embedded in its history and culture, and I have struggled to undertake the trials for greater understanding and respect of this noble culture.
Dante.
Hold on, give me a bit. I feel like I'm gonna get hit with heat stroke at some point here. It's gotten a hell of a lot warmer in this room.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in the Cinderlands. I'm like, yeah, fair.
I did too. I thought that he was actually saying that to the G. This is what I've learned.
I have learned it is hot.
I've learned being covered in fur is a bad idea.
Not wrong. Dante, was there a thing there? Or are you actually dying? Dante might actually be dying. All right, Agnes.
Agnes says, "Other Parisian, I already had respect for your peoples, but what I have learned is that I'm way better at surviving than I thought I was. That I'm a lot braver and stronger than I thought I was. And that I actually am willing to do anything to protect my family. That is what I have learned.
A furrowed eyebrow in your general direction. As Alexander, you are looked at by the chieftain. Now, you weren't initially on the trial.
This is correct.
So he is unsure of what, if anything, you are going to answer.
Alexander shifts a little uncomfortably at the eyebrow furrow and kind of clears his throat. Well, while I've only just joined them in the midst of their trials, I can say that I have learned something. I've learned that despite all the knowledge that I possess, I don't know anything. I've learned that the dauntless spirit of your people is something that anyone can and should learn from. And while I may not know what comes for us in the future, I know that there is a new family here.
The Sun Shaman kind of whispers something to the chieftain. The chieftain says, "You have all done much to earn the respect of the clan. I will divulge what we know of Kazavron. But sir, first I must seek the wisdom of my ancestors by traveling to the Callow Mounds in order to commune with them. You will remain here. However, one of you does not have the respect of the clan. One of you has not fulfilled the trials. You, Hell Knight. I know of your kind, and the tribes will never accept you. You have trespassed here, and for your insolence, you will be disemboweled when I return as an offering to the gods. The others will be freed and will be seen as no longer Tashmek, but as members of the clan. And your first task is to ensure the Hell Knight does not escape." And the chieftain and the shaman will leave. You see that several of the Shoanti guards take up weapons as they not sort of surround Alexander, but more just make sure that you can't escape. But what happens to our dear friend and our allies is a story for next time when we return. Ooh,
Damn it.
boy.
Well, that was a cliffhanger and a half.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Your next character is a cat person, right, Marcus?
Specifically, I'm gonna be someone's pet cat. Who knows?
Oh yeah, fair. All right, before we go, guys, we have a couple of things to announce. First of all, for those of you who are unaware, I will be going to Gen Con at the end of the month. Woo!
Yay!
And as such, we are trying to save up a little bit more money, just a teeny little bit more money, so that we can do some cool stuff and the like. So we are doing a fundraiser with our dear friend Duke from One Shot Questers. Let me just pull that up there. Boom! Look, there it is. It is on this Thursday for the folks of us in Australia at 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time. For those of you in the US, we have, boom! It is on here at Wednesday at 8 p.m. CDT over on my channel, so it's going to be here. It is going to be another level up adventure. So level up is where I invite a person to come aboard and play with us, and you can donate to potentially, well, as the name implies, level them up. So during the course of the game, they'll start at level 1 and then get to level 2, 3, 4, onwards and upwards. And you guys get to create monsters, do a whole bunch of cool stuff. It is absolutely great, and we're doing a murder mystery type adventure. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So, hey, if you guys have the time to come and join us for that stream later on later on this week. Yes, 2 a.m. for the folks in the UK. So, yeah, it'll be quite late for those folk. But that is the only time we had for our friend Duke. But yeah, and Duke's amazing. We love Duke. Duke and I always have a lot of fun. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff there. Cool. I think that's it. Now, guys, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michael, the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You find it here a number of times during the week. You will find it here next on Wednesday evening for Reign of the Frostmaiden, freaking Reign of Winter. But I will also be over on Careful Cantrip on Wednesday as well. So be sure to come and check that out. Thank you to everyone who donated, subscribed, and gave us some biddies for today. Much appreciated, and all of the love, my dear and fine fans. If you are going to be at Gen Con, be sure to buy your tickets for all of our events. For those of you who don't know, we are doing a bunch of events for Careful Cantrip, plus Fool's Gold, their team. I will be also playing on their table during the live play on Saturday. So, yeah, go check those out. Go make sure to sign up for those things. And, yeah, there's also a Careful Cantrip meet and greet where you'll get to see me as well. Also, rule of thumb, if you see me at a convention, if I am wearing this, which I will be most of the time, you may absolutely approach me, take a photo, say hi, hang out, do all the things. If I'm not wearing this, or if you see me running, generally speaking, it means that I am a little bit preoccupied, or if I'm running, keep up. That's basically it. Cool. All right. Cool. I think that was it. Let's see who is doing some stuff on the Twitch space. Twitch space.
When isn't there someone doing something?
There's always people doing something. Let's see. You know what? We haven't raided Quincy in a while. Let's go raid Quincy. He's playing some Hades, just chilling out, having a good time. We love our friend Quincy. Over at Quincy's Tavern. Boom, there it is. All right. So, sending some love, doing some cool stuff. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Dead Aussie Gamer. Till we meet again, as always, be safe, be kind to one another, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.